Well, I say never driven one. I've never driven one that far. I've done work in them before, or on them. But I'd never actually driven one far or driven one fast or anything like that. So I bought it from Hull, which is about an hour and 20, like north of Hull, from Lincoln. So I got to have a good drive in it on the way back, and they're definitely fun. Like, you can tell the car's not very heavy. That's the first thing. That's like an easy way to make a car fast, make it light, and inevitably they also handle well at that point. But it's definitely a fun car. So this is the facelift one, so it's got like a slip diff in it. It's not like a great diff. It's not as good as like an aftermarket one, but it's pretty good for like road driving. I mean, you can get the tyre squealing on a roundabout pretty easy, which is for a kind of off-the-shelf car, it's pretty good. Especially considering this car isn't 20 years old, but this kind of shape of Mini is 20 years old now. So yeah, it's definitely fun. 170 horsepower, the facelift one, and I'd say honestly, like, that's enough. Like, I know with the underdrive pulley, you can get like 190 out of them pretty quickly. So you put like a 15 or 17% underdrive pulley, and you can get quite a bit more power out of them easy. But I don't necessarily feel the need to start with. It's quite nice to just experience a car as it is before you modify it. Like, modding cars is obviously fun, but yeah, you don't always need to do anything to them straight away. I'd say probably the only thing on this car, which is pretty much the same for any car when you want to take it on track, is the brakes. They're pretty good, but well, they're okay for a road car, but as soon as you just start kind of heating them or get any any kind of heat into them at all, they're just not going to be effective. So yeah, you definitely need like at least pads, but I think we'll probably put a big brake kit on it, like a set of Alcons or APs, something like that, or maybe some K-Sport ones in a cool colour. I don't know, but yeah, it's definitely fast enough. It's definitely fast enough to have fun in. And that's the thing, again, like, people I think go crazy with power. Like, when you want to build a track car, I think you need loads of power, and you really don't, because even at 170 horsepower with big brakes and good tyres, this car's far more capable than I am. I would never get this car to its limits, really, especially not with the amount of track time you actually do. Unless you're doing track days every other weekend, you're never really going to get to the limits of it. But yeah, I think I've definitely had my opinion changed. I knew they were good cars. I kind of grew up from not liking them because they weren't a classic Mini. I kind of grew up from that pretty quickly. I know they're good cars. I know they're fun, and the aftermarket for them's huge. I already got on the Mini Facebook group, and like Mini people, there's definitely something about they love the Minis. Yeah, it's got really stiff gear change, which is quite annoying. Apparently that's kind of common. Apparently they just like that from factory. They do get worse as they get older, so you have to basically just grease up the cables, or we'll probably end up just putting new cables on it, and then probably greasing them up before we put them on. And I don't know, I'm not sure if there's anything that can be done. I guess if there was an aftermarket solution, somebody probably would have done it by now, but I mean, I've got no other complaints with it really, other than that. It's got loads of dials and gauges, which is kind of odd, considering every car you get in now has none. So I guess that's, again, it's I guess it's because they're trying to kind of make it like a classic, but not. So obviously, like, classic Minis often have loads of like original dials, or like mechanical dials. So I guess they're trying to make it look like that. But yeah, it looks a little bit Chinese, a bit plasticky, and the interior is a bit creaky. But I don't know if that's just because it's like 15 years old now. Probably is. But as a big road car, for like where I live, it's absolutely perfect. You know, you can't go fast, but you can go around corners fast. So, you know, it's definitely fun to drive. I'm not sure how it'll be as a winter car.